Okay, everyone, this is my catfish reel. A few weeks ago I went and bought new line for it. It was Power Pro 30-pound test, and I put it over this, what I have now on, well, they were both on at the same time. I had this line you now see is Fireline 30-pound test. I used it for the backing originally for the Power Pro because it was already on there. Well, 30-pound Power Pro is not that good in my opinion. I lost two fish. One was probably about a 10-pound blue, and the other one, I have no clue how big it is. The reason why I bought new line is so I could actually have my reel spooled up properly with enough line on it, so get the maximum casting distance. And since you see that I was able to remedy my problem with the Power Pro and put the Fireline on, it's a much better line and 30-pound test anyways than this reel. It's a bait casting reel, but as you can see, that little line there next to my thumb, that's where the spool ends, and then you can see where the line ends on the spool. This is not properly spooled up. And not sure if you can see it, but the spool starts to curve down to meet with the body of the reel. Right before, about 2 or 3 millimeters away, is where how much line this should have on it. So this reel can hold at least another 150 yards of 30-pound fire line or whatever I choose to put on it. I definitely won't get 30-pound Power Pro again. And this, I believe, on here is 20-pound Power Pro, and I've had no problems with it, so I don't know if I just got a bad spool of Power Pro, or the 30-pound Power Pro is just not good. I'm willing to bet it was more of a bad spool. And we have this third reel here. It's not even on the right type of rod. That's just because I used this reel. What I did first, okay, I took the Power Pro, I tied it, and I put it on this reel from this reel. Then that fire line you see on now, I took and put on this reel, and it definitely overfilled it, but I wasn't worried because I'm not fishing with it as of yet. And so anyways, had the fire line on this, Power Pro on this one, then this one was empty like this one, or this one was empty like this one. And so what I did is I went and tied I use a uni knot to tie my line to my spool. I'll wrap it around twice. So I did that, tied on the Power Pro, spooled it up until this reel was empty of the new Power Pro. And then I took the fire line from this, I tied a uni to uni knot, the line to line, to finish spooling up this reel with the fire line on top and the Power Pro as a backing. And I probably shouldn't get down to the Power Pro, honestly. And so in my opinion, my experience, I think Fireline is one of the best lines you can get pound for pound. The only thing I don't like about it is it's a flat line compared to Power Pro, which is a round line. See, I've got my lines over here. And as you can see, this is a flat line compared to a round line. And this is a braid. I actually put that on first and it didn't have very much on it, so I'm not too worried about it because I highly doubt a fish will get it to even the first backing. That's a long run. And this is actually, I like this line a lot here. The Power Pro Super Silk 8. It's a pretty tough line. It's a good line. I also see that the oh, I thought I dropped it. The fire line is slightly thicker than the Power Pro, but I can still cast a country mile with it, and I'm sure now that I have my reel properly spooled up, I'll get a long cast. But never bad to have a backing on. You always want to make sure that your reels are properly spooled up, and if you're a beginner, I would do less line than what I put on, but not a whole lot less. And I'm not sure if I can show you this one-handed. Let me see. Alright. This here, everybody, is going to be a uni to uni knot. Go about 4, 5. I do 5 twists. Hold both lines tight. Oh, sorry. And then we will switch to this other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now it's safe to go 4 with the bigger line. Then you get your lines tied tight like that. And then you pull them together and then you tug them as tight as you can. Be careful not to cut yourself on this thinner braid. It'll slice right into your hand. Focus. And you end up with a knot like that. excuse me. And putting this on line, or I even use the same knot to tie lines on my reel, on my hooks and swivels. It's pretty simple once you get to know it, but you want to clip these tag ends off if you were going to actually use it. I'm not going to worry about it because, well, they're just two junk pieces of line, so I don't need them for anything. Now we will go back over here. I'll show you my catfish way I rig up for catfish. I have a no-roll sinker, or teardrop sinker. Some people like to put beads there, which will help protect the knot. I've personally never had a problem. Then I have this swivel. And then you can see the uni knot. It's the knot I just showed you to tie the two lines together, except for I went through this eye hole twice, tightened it down, then went around it and did the knot I showed you, then tightened it up, and then trimmed my string is probably about out to there, about an inch further. And the same with the hook. This is a Gamakatsu 8/0 circle, octopus circle hook. Really good hook. I like them a lot, especially for flathead fishing and catfishing. They seem to do really well. And a swivel, another thing about a swivel is that's definitely necessary when you're catfishing, because blue cats and channel cats, even smaller flatheads, will tend to roll, and on a spinning reel that will cause even more line twist. Which will cause your line to knot up when you cast it. I've had it happen a few times. And that's about all I have to say today. I hope that these tips was helpful for you. Let me know what you think, and if you would maybe one day like to see the process of me putting line from one reel to another reel and how I described earlier. Everybody take care. May the Great Spirit bless you. Bye.